Alright, so I got some questions on how I am getting my color out of these guitar tops. This was about a 3/8 thick maple top, and now I say maybe it's 5/16. I've done 4 videos of this already. What I've been doing is I'm getting 80 grit and I'm sanding it down with 80 grit, taking some water, spraying some water on it, heating it up, getting the grain arrays, coming back with the 80 grit, and that sort of process to get the color out, keep it as clean as I can. So you can do this if you've got a 1/4 inch top and you don't like the coloring. You can resand it down and start over. You definitely cannot do this with veneer. If you don't get the color right with veneer, the most you could do is maybe get some 320 with a palm sander and sand a little bit of it out, but you won't be able to get that color out. And as you're sanding down the veneer, you're losing a lot of that material, so you can't do what I'm going to do with a veneer, but you can do this with a thicker maple top. So like I said, this is about 5/16 now. I've got 80 grit. We're going to turn on the vacuum, we're going to sand this down, and I'll show you how I hit it with water. So with 80 grit, this is still significantly rough. You can feel that. I've got my bottle of water. I'm going to spray this on. What this is going to do is it's going to pick up the grain. You see I'm pulling out a little bit of color doing that. Wipe this in, make sure the water soaks in. You can see some of that green. We'll let this dry then for another, say 20 minutes, dry it out. Alright, so this is all set. I let this dry. We're going to come back with a new piece of 80 grit, sand this down, get it cleaned up. It should take out a lot more color this time. You can see the difference in the pieces of sandpaper, how much I've already worn down. So if you try to get all your color out and you still got a decent amount of color in, I can actually still see blue, green, and orange. I've got a rag. I'm going to take some neutral and rub it around. What the neutral is going to do is it's going to pull the colors up slightly. So you can see it starts to pick up the colors. What I've noticed is that this pulls the colors up. And you can see the dye sort of pull along the veins of wood here. These rings where the dye soaks in, it now pulls it back up. I've also used isopropyl alcohol when I run out of neutral. I don't use this to dilute the stains like I would the neutral. It's got just a slightly different property. I've used this to get the color out, and it's worked pretty well. See how much color I'm moving around. It's amazing how much green you can see still stuck in here. Alright, so let that dry. So we sanded down with 80, and then we went to 180, and then this last grit was 320. All clean, body's nice and smooth. We are ready for the next die. Wondering what you guys want me to do next. Give me some feedback in the comments here. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next vid.